Hello, Sagittarius. This is Michelle from Divine Intuition, and welcome to your monthly horoscope reading for this month of April 2023. So, for this reading, one card already popped out. So, for this reading, I'm going to be using the Witch's Tarot, and I'm going to be also using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart as well. We were using the Psychic Tarot, but I decided to change it up a bit because I feel like a lot of us are going to be working on our heart space for this month of April. So I'm just going to use those cards. So one card had already popped out for you, which is interesting, which is the Five of Wands. So that says a lot about your situation. There is a little bit of conflict happening for you for this month of April. You have the King of Swords. You have the King of Pentacles. So you're dealing with a lot of people, Sagittarius. You are dealing with a lot, or having certain conversations or interactions with certain people. You also have the Eight of Wands. So let's talk a little bit about this energy first. That jumped right away. So we have the Five of Wands, and Five of Wands talks about conflict, tension in the environment, in the workplace. I feel perhaps in the workplace, saying that you do have the King of Pentacles, right? You are dealing with more than one person, Sagittarius. You are dealing with a King of Pentacles, and you are dealing with a King of Swords. And I feel like it maybe in the workplace. So the King of Swords is somebody who could be above you, or it could be like a supervisor, a manager, or a boss. The difference between the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles is that the King of Swords has more of like a managing role, whereas the King of Pentacles is somebody who kind of founds the whole place. So he's the person with the money, right? The him with his pentacles. He's the person that you go to for financial advice. Maybe he can be a business owner, business founder, or just somebody who has a lot of skill and has built himself with a high status and a high reputation. So you are dealing with somebody who has quite a good status, quite a good reputation there. And you are dealing with somebody who is more analytical, more sharp, more like a boss figure or like a supervisor kind of role. Right. So there are two people you're interacting with in this month of April who you may have a connection with. Maybe you're networking. Maybe you're doing some networking, Sagittarius, and trying to get yourself in a certain job position that this King of Pentacles can really help you out. He has a lot of experience. King of Pentacles are very experienced in their coins, in their business, in their job, in their venture. So look, you should definitely approach this King of Pentacles to help you in certain financial matters, financial situations, advice, financial advisor perhaps, or somebody who's just very skilled in what they're doing and what they're building for themselves in regards to their work or their workplace. Maybe it's a skill that you would like to develop, and this person probably has reached that level already. And so it'd be very wise to go to this person and ask for that advice. And I think you will be interacting with this King of Pentacles, Sagittarius, right? And you're also going to be dealing with this King of Swords as well. The King of Swords, like I said, it's more observant and more calculative than anything. Maybe this is an accountant dealing with numbers more, right? Or just somebody who manages or looks over the place, looks over the people. So yeah, there are like different roles, different people that you're dealing with, different interactions, different communication, different types of advices that you may be dealing with. Maybe you're working alongside this person, so maybe you could be the King of Swords and this person can be like the King of Pentacles, or can be vice versa. And there can be kind of like a connection, a sort of bond between the both of you, where things start to move fairly quickly for you guys, because Eight of Wands is movement, quick action, things accelerating in a quick manner, messages back and forth, communication, emails, probably emailing back and forth, right? Emails, right? Progression in a business or progression in your job or in your skills. Something is moving quite quickly for you, and it's quite exciting. It's quite enthusiastic, as You can see this is quite an optimistic card, very vibrant. It brings you, it doesn't really stress you out that these things move quickly for you. It's quite exciting. You like that Sagittarius. You like movement, and you like when things start to change and flow, and you are quite spontaneous in what you want to do, right? So that's quite a good sign for you, Sag. The only obstacle I would say would be the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands does suggest competition and conflicts between you and other people. Perhaps, things are going so well with you in regards to these two people, in regards to your networking, your connections, that there may be certain conflicts and the tension between you and your coworkers or other people around you. There could be sort of petty competition. Perhaps you're going in a higher, you're elevating yourself in a much more higher reputation, or maybe you just feel yourself raising yourself in terms of your job and your business, or in a higher role, maybe that you could get certain conflicts and tensions from other people, certain competitions, because the Five of Wands is quite a distressing card. It is a card of people ganging up on you in a sense, because you do have all those dragons, people riding these dragons, and there you are, in that one dragon. So it is quite a risk when you do kind of do rise up a bit higher in terms of work or in your business, because your people want to get at you sometimes, and there are competitions, there are people that do get jealous of you, Sag. You have a lot of fire in you, and you move quite quickly too, right? And the Eight of Wands is about movement and fast movement. So, and things are accelerating and progressing for you quite quickly, Sagittarius. So that's why perhaps there can be certain conflicts around what you're dealing with and who you're dealing with, right? So I don't see that you're having conflicts in regards with these people. I feel there's like a good connection with these people, right? I don't feel that these people are the ones you're having conflicts with when the Five of Wands. Perhaps it could be perhaps family members, family dramas that could be giving you these conflicts, right? I don't think it's at work, because I feel like in the workplace it's kind of flowing quite positively for you. There is quite fast movement here with the Eight of Wands, and your interactions with these two people feel quite positive. So I don't feel that the conflicts you're getting here is at work. I think it's mostly, could be personal relationships, could be maybe just coworkers who get jealous or competitive, or it could be family drama, family members, right? Kind of making it difficult for you to progress, right, Sag? So let's take more cards for you for the Psychic Tarot for the heart. So you have healing begins, you have listen, and you have throat chakra. So, yeah, Sag, it's time for your healing to begin. There are certain things in your life that do require you now to heal, to focus on yourself now. Maybe you were too focused on work, to focus on other people, to focus on other external things that you needed to put your attention on. But now you can kind of like ground yourself and focus on yourself now. Focus within you, focus on your needs, focus on what you need to heal. Your heart chakra here is also glowing, so there is some sort of healing in regards to your heart space as well. Things that were probably stressful and exhausting for you, like mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, or emotional exhaustions, are not affecting you as much this month of April. You are a little bit more calmer. The waters are more settled. There are more calmer waters. I did sense that perhaps it was a bit wavy, a bit more turbulent with certain things happening for you. But now I feel like the waters have settled and things are a bit more calmer. So you can focus on yourself now, and things are like you're relieved about a situation and you just want things to stay that way, and you want to stay kind of in a good mental state, emotionally and mentally. And that's why now you can focus on yourself, you can focus on your healing, right? And your healing now begins. That's Luna. She's a Sagittarius too, so She wants me to open the door, but I'll probably open the door after this reading. So yeah, she's saying hello to all the Sagittarius out there. So we have listen also. So I think this is the High Priestess, yeah. So your psychic abilities are quite high this month of April. You're quite in tune psychically. You're quite psychic. You're quite intuitive. You're quite, yeah, you are listening to that inner voice within you. You are listening to the silence. You are listening to, your intuition. Yeah, this is the card, intuition. The High Priestess is all about the intuition, being guided by your third eye, being guided by your vision, being guided by your own divine intuition, right? So you are listening this month. Whereas before you wouldn't listen, you tend to block a lot of things, Sag. You block a lot of things. You don't really want to receive messages. I feel because you're very focused in the earthly world, in the earthly realm. You're quite focused in the or earthly matters, matrix matters when it comes to jobs, um, work, money, when it comes to dealing with people. It's just karmic things that you kind of lose a little bit of your inner world. You're so focused in your external world that you lose touch of your inner world. And I think now you're kind of start to tune into your inner world in this month of April. You're finally settling in. I feel because the waters are more settled for you here. Things are a bit more calmer. You feel a little bit more emotionally and mentally calm now and settled. That now your antenna is up and channeling and tuning into the things around you, that now you're listening to things, you're listening to your inner voice, you're listening to messages of where you should go, of where you should be progress. You are receiving now. You're receiving and you're listening, right? And you're tuning in and you're listening to your inner voice and being guided by it instead of blocking it out and just being guided by the mind, maybe the ego. You're now being guided by your intuition, right? So start listening to certain things around you. Pay attention more. You are paying attention more to your environment, Sag. You are more receptive than usual. I know in the previous readings, you were very fired up, doing a lot of external things, very focused on your external world. But now you are kind of retracting and tuning into your inner world, right? And that's why there's certain healing that's beginning to start. You're starting to heal within yourself now because you're tuning in and you're listening now, right? So this is quite good. If you were being very extroverted in these past months or weeks, you're gonna be quite introverted this month, and you're gonna really tune into certain messages and things that will guide you in life. Um, you do need to heal your throat chakra, Sag. I do see that there's certain things that you need to work on here for you. I do suggest working on a turquoise crystal. Get a turquoise crystal. Get a soda light crystal. Those crystals help open your throat chakra so that you can communicate certain things that is happening for you for this month of April. Because you are communicating with certain important people. Like, I do see you communicating with important people here, especially this King of Pentacles is important. You're going to need to open your throat chakra and to help your communication skills. Or, sometimes when we block things so much, when we don't speak our truth for such a long time, or because we're afraid to show people certain parts of who we are, our throat chakra gets blocked, and it can affect us when we deal with situations like this, when we try to network, when we try to meet new people, right? It can affect us because we can't really fully be our authentic selves. And sometimes people may like your authentic self and may be drawn to that. But because you probably repressed it for some time now, it's difficult now to kind of express that, right? And that's why it's important to heal your throat chakra. So it's not that difficult for you to express it, so that people will be drawn to you in that way, your authentic self. And you are healing that, you are beginning to heal that. So yeah, and that's why I feel like you need to work on your throat chakra, get those crystals and start healing your throat chakra, okay? Now I do see here new vitality. So new vitality is about new things you're starting to explore now. There's new beginnings and things that bring you a lot of excitement, bring a lot of passion, stimulate you a bit, and which in before, if it was things were boring and stale and stagnant, things are now moving and progressing. Right? Like as we see here, there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of progression. So because there's a lot of movement and progression, things that seem kind of stagnant and stale are now kind of moving now, and you're going to see things progressing for you, and it's going to be quite exciting. As you can see here, we have new vitality, and I think we were talking about vitality in the other readings with Leo. So yeah, there's just more colors in your life. There's more things to explore, and you want to try new things, new hobbies, new ventures, right? And probably because you're socializing, you're interacting with these people, with the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. There is movement and progression and things moving forward for you very fast. So that will make you quite excited to try new things. There are new beginnings for you. This is the the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is about new passions, new projects, perhaps new business ventures, new opportunities that bring forth excitement. We are, heading spring and summer if you're up in Canada. So, because of the weather maybe getting more warmer, you're going to want to try more outdoor activity, go out more and explore more and see how things move quite quickly in regards to that. So yeah, there is quite some excitement happening for you, Sagittarius. You are embracing those colors, embracing the new vitality. You are trying perhaps new. Maybe you're getting into a music class. I mean, things that you never tried before, probably, or maybe if you are into music, trying something different. I do see here music, maybe trying out like taking some classes, maybe music classes, or taking some classes. Can be any other types of class, can be an art class, could be a media class, or you're just exploring. I feel like you're like exploring, Sag, and this is really in your element to be kind of spontaneous and free spirited and just go with the flow of exploring your horizons. Like before, I feel like you were so focused on something else that now you have the time and the space to focus not only on yourself, but on your environment and the people around you, and even explore things that you wouldn't have explored before, like new hobbies that you didn't consider before, and you're now kind of trying it out for this month of April. Kind of like a resurrection of that, or kind of like, yeah, the spark, the fire kind of ignited in you, and there's a flame in you now that's quite alive now and has vitality. So you're exploring your horizons and new opportunities around you. So that's what I see for you, Sagittarius. So quite an exciting month for you, quite a healing month. Remember to heal your soul, to heal your, maybe you need to heal your solar plexus too, to be confident and to do those things. But for sure, the throat, because I do feel like something rough, like raspy, like right up here. I do feel like like a very rasp, like not itchy but rasp. Like I don't know if you got a cold or something, but there is something there, Sag, I need to work on. But you are healing. Your things are settled and you're healing and you are listening. So it's time to listen, right? And I could probably tell you with the conflicts that are happening here around you. So make sure to be mindful about that. But yeah, things are moving quickly for you, Sag. So enjoy this month of April. All right, Sag. So I hope you enjoyed this monthly reading of April 2023. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like the video, or leave a comment below, share the video. And if you'd like to donate, the link is under the description below. So you can take a look down there, and then you can click on it and you'll see my link there that can lead me to a PayPal link. And then if you'd like to donate, it's right there. If you'd like to help my channel out and everything, I do. And all right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. All right, have a great one, Sag. Bye.